The studio was buzzing with energy when Sarah McDaniel made her entrance on Stephen Colbert's show. Known for her striking beauty and unique heterochromatic eyes, she walked in confidently, captivating the crowd immediately. Colbert welcomed her with his usual warmth and humor, joking that he needed her help with something he had never truly mastered, taking the perfect selfie. The audience erupted with laughter, curious to see how this unlikely tutorial would unfold live on stage. Sarah smiled and agreed that selfies had become an art form, not just a quick snapshot. She explained that angles, lighting, and timing made all the difference between a forgettable picture and one that truly pops. Stephen, exaggerating his cluelessness, pulled out his phone awkwardly and posed stiffly, making the audience laugh even harder. Sarah shook her head and told him the first rule was to relax, reminding him that confidence shines through more than anything else. As she leaned closer to demonstrate, Sarah adjusted the camera in Stephen's hand and showed him the importance of finding his good side. She tilted his chin slightly, much to his mock protest, and explained how small adjustments could make a world of difference. Stephen played along, joking that his good side was the one facing away from the camera. The audience roared with laughter while Sarah continued the lesson with patience and charm. Next, Sarah emphasized the role of lighting, pointing out how studio lights could create both flattering and unflattering shadows. She demonstrated by turning slightly and explaining how natural light or a softer source could make features glow. Stephen exaggeratedly squinted into the lights, pretending to be blinded, and the crowd loved every second of his antics. Still, Sarah stayed focused, calmly guiding him through the essentials of selfie science. She then pulled out her own phone to show him firsthand how pros do it. With ease, she positioned herself and Stephen together, guiding him on where to look and when to smile. The audience grew louder as she snapped the picture, and Stephen instantly demanded to see the result. When the photo appeared on screen, it was a surprisingly flattering shot of Colbert, and the audience gave a cheer of approval. Colbert acted shocked, pretending he had never looked that good in a photo before. Sarah laughed and explained that confidence and comfort were key. She encouraged him to stop overthinking and just enjoy the moment. To prove her point, she handed the phone back to him and challenged him to take a solo selfie using the tips she had just taught. The crowd leaned in, waiting to see if he could pull it off. Stephen raised the phone again, this time more relaxed and playful. He followed Sarah's advice by tilting slightly, softening his expression, and letting himself smile naturally. When he showed the result to the audience, they applauded, clearly impressed by the improvement. Sarah clapped for him too, joking that he had officially graduated from Selfie 101. Stephen bowed theatrically, soaking up the moment. The lesson didn't stop there. Sarah playfully introduced him to the concept of group selfies, explaining how to fit multiple people into a frame without cutting anyone off. She invited the band members to join in for a quick shot, orchestrating the group like a professional director. The resulting picture brought down the house, as the entire studio audience saw themselves laughing in the background of the live shot. Colbert, pretending to be overwhelmed, announced that Sarah had given him too much power. He joked that he might start replacing interviews with selfie sessions. Sarah giggled, reminding him that selfies were supposed to connect people, not replace conversations. Still, the chemistry between the two was undeniable, and the entire segment felt like a mix of comedy, charm, and authenticity. The crowd adored the dynamic, and social media lit up almost immediately as clips of Sarah teaching Stephen the art of the selfie began circulating. Fans praised her for being so natural and engaging, while also admiring how Stephen leaned into his role as the clueless student. What started as a playful segment turned into one of the most memorable moments of the night, proving once again that sometimes the simplest interactions make the biggest impact.